Hey, good evening, everyone. This is John Moody with Moody Mystery. This is Moody with Moody Mystery. This is Moody with Moody Mystery. This is. Okay. Sorry, I heard an echo. So, this is John Moody of Moody Mystery, and I'll tell you what, I really had the itch to really do Ultima Underworld. Honestly, it was probably the first. It was actually one of the first RPGs that I streamed, and unfortunately, most of the I never exported most of the things to YouTube, so I thought I'd do it again. And there's a couple people people in chat. I think one subscriber that said, "When's Ultima Underworld coming back?" Well, it's back. It's back. Now, if you look underneath me, you'll see that there's a list of goals. So that's. But what we want to do is we want to. And by the way, if you have 1,500 channel points burning in your pocket, mystery points burning in your pocket, you can redeem them and tell me the name of my character, and I will name that character accordingly, as long as it's PG. So no like Hugh Janus or Mike Hunt. Okay, none of those names, y'all. So nothing raunchy. Otherwise, I'll choose a name. I already have a name in mind. Okay. So we're gonna go to the introduction here. Okay, and see why we're on this mission.
At last, you are asleep. For 3 nights, each attempt to rest has brought you starting from your bed in fright, with no memory of what horrified you so. With a sickening sense of déjà vu, you begin to dream.
Treachery and doom! My brother would unleash a great evil. Britannia is in peril!
Sure that the ghost can take you to Britannia, you allow yourself to be drawn to him.
A visitor, and from far away indeed. Were he not dead, I'd suspect my brother sent thee. No matter, thou shalt serve to draw the hounds from the scent.
Below, a creature heads toward the dark woods, a thrashing sack slung over its massive shoulder.
What hast thou done with our lord's daughter Ariel? Dropped her below to an accomplice, I'll wager. Well, he'll nigh escape us, and when we bring him back, he'll both hang.
Several tense hours later, you are dragged before Baron Ulmric. Ignoring you, Ulmric questions his captain.
What news, Corwin?
Forgive us, my lord. The foul creature escaped. A score of us gave chase, but he fled into the Stygian abyss with poor Ariel. We were attacked, goblins and worse, my lord. Only 3 of us survived.
I see.
The Baron turns his hard grey eyes upon you.
I was warned of thy coming. Last fortnight, an apparition of an old, haggard man appeared in my dreams. Guard thy daughter well, it warned, for an evil one shall come to steal her away. I posted guards at Ariel's door, but still you took her from me. They say thou didst drop her to a troll waiting below. What sayest thou?
You explain that you are the Avatar, and that you are innocent.
Whether thou speak truth or falsehood, I cannot say. Stories tell of the coming of the Avatar, but years have passed since he visited here. If thou art truly the Avatar, then perhaps thou canst offer hope. None here can survive the Stygian abyss and rescue Ariel. My mind is set. Corwin shall take thee to the abyss. Return here with my daughter, and thy innocence shall be proven. If thou dost not return, Avatar, then thy lies shall have brought thee low.
This be the foul pit's only entrance. Once it is locked, none can pass. I will shut thee in and stand guard till I hear Ariel's voice from within. Otherwise, 'twill remain shut forever.
Okay. So it looks like we found the purpose of our mission is to essentially rescue the princess. Okay, so I don't see it. No one's redeemed any channel points for naming the character. So I'm now gonna create a character now. In creating a character, it's gonna be a female, and handedness doesn't really matter, you know. It's just that that's the hand that you need to hold your weapon. So we're gonna go right hand. Okay, pick a class. Unfortunately, I don't see first here. First class, get it? I've done some research, and the most important attributes are strength and intelligence. The reason being, strength kind of acts as like a bit of a, you know, the big thing. Of course, it helps with the weapon. The big thing about strength is it's how much you can carry. Yes, like Ultima 6, you have to be you have to be concerned about inventory control. So you can't just it's not like Ultima 4. If you remember, like, you know, when I looted like dragon treasure chests, I had like 93 leather helms and like 10 plate mails and a partridge in a pear tree. But here, you know, we have to be careful now. And the reason I want higher intelligence is that actually dictates, you know, your casting ability and your ability to increases your ability to identify items. Dexterity, it's not that, you know, there's a lot of attributes that use dexterity, but like most of them aren't really that useful. For example, like there's a repair skill. You know, it's like if you're gonna get something repaired, we'll find a character in here that can actually repair things. So my research says that high intelligence, high strength, believe it or not, comes with a druid. Who would have thought? You know, my thought would have been like the paladin. Paladin. Oh, sorry. I have to be careful of singing. One of my YouTube videos exported to YouTube got like a warning, so. Okay, so strength of 23, dex of 13, intelligence 24. Okay, and we're gonna pick a skill now. I'm definitely gonna pick lore. It's like, why would you want to pick Data's brother? Lore can help us identify things. Okay. I'm always gonna do standard difficulty now. I'm not sure. 23 and 24 is pretty good. But what I want to do, I want to see if I can do better. I want to see if I can do better. So I'm going to just type in a funny name, and I'm not going to keep the character. Now maybe I'm going to regret it because maybe 23, 24 is the best I can do. I'd like maybe a little more strength. Maybe like a 25 strength and maybe a little bit less intelligence. So female, right, druid. Good. We got a lot of casting. But I still want a little more strength. I want at least something with 25 strength. Female, right hand, druid. "26 strength, I'll tell you what, this is very tempting. You know what? Lore 8, that's actually not bad. So you know what? We're going with her. Now... Yeah, hey. Yes, the hygiene abyss. 26 strength is nice. What should we name her? What should we name her? Alright, I got the perfect name for someone with 26 strength. Xena the Warrior Princess. Leviathan Mist. No, I did not finish Ultima 6 yet. On Monday, I basically spent 2.5 hours running in circles around the in the Dragon Cave. Okay, and yes, so we're gonna keep this character. Okay, so now our carrying capacity is 62, which is pretty good. So we have a bag here, so let's get the bag. And let's save it right away. If you had a female character with a low strength, what would she be named? Xenophobe? I'm gonna save it as episode 1A. Now, by the way, if you really like this game, then drop in on Saturday. Because Saturday I'll be playing this game for 8 hours. That's my, I'm actually going to type something in chat. Cool, it's, yeah, GOG, I've, okay, now let's see what's in the bag. So how we see what's in the bag is this is our use command. We open the bag, let's see, okay. We've got a map. We've got a dagger. We're gonna put our dagger in the right hand. We've got a torch. And it looks like we've got a fish. Let's see, okay, it's a day-old fish, day-old loaf of bread, day-old apple. Okay, not bad. Fresh is better, but... Okay, now you see that there's one problem. We're naked! We need some armor quick. So let's light our torch. Okay, let's see if we can get out. Let's use the doors. Doors are securely locked. Now, one thing I don't like to do is I don't like to save scum. But what I like to do, I like to sometimes save just to illustrate a point. So let's say, true, well, so you see that we here have a badly worn dagger. Let's see what happens if we try to smash the doors with the dagger. Well, so far it's still we haven't damaged it. But let's still restore the game. Now, one thing you can also do, you can click on these things. You can so we are our perfect vitality. We actually have some pretty good mana points, 26 out of 26. So that means we can actually cast some spells, but we need some runes. Let's see. There's a. I will agree. Let's see. We attacked the entrance with all manner of tools, but it did not give a hair. It simply cannot be breached. Hence, we have resigned ourselves to die in this hellish pit, elsewhere. By the way, if you like what you see, you know, feel free to click that follow button. It's free. Okay, you see a broken axe. Now this gives us the status, so we're well fed and awake. That's important. And notice it says we guess it's early evening. Okay, so let's see. We have a door here. The door is locked. Now it's a sturdy door. Call doors, or thank you for making it. Now, normally sturdy doors we can bash them down. But I have a feeling there's a chain here, so I'm going to pull it. Okay, cool. Opens the door. So now we're in a different area. Oh, okay, cool. We have another bag. Let's get this bag. Let's see what's in this bag. Okay, we have 2 candles. We have a worn cudgel. Now, that's Now, one thing to keep in mind is that we can if you want to see your stats, we can turn this around. So you can see that we actually have a whopping 3 experience points. Now we can also specialize in unarmed sword, axe, or mace. Usually in these games it's best to go with sword. Or as George Clooney used to say on Jeopardy, he would call it S-words. Hey, maybe we'll even find a Sword of Fury. Okay, that being said, I don't really want this. Oh great, skeletons, bones, pieces of wood, nothing of excitement. So we'll close the bag here. Okay, the door is locked. Let's see what type of door. Okay, so you see a sturdy door. Let's see if there's a key somewhere. Maybe there's more over here. Let's see. Okay, right now we're trying to scavenge. Okay. Oh, we've got an axe. We've got a bowl. Okay. Somewhat used torch. Let's get us a torch. We see a bowl. The bowl could come in handy, you know. Let's get the bowl. Let's go bowl, you know, in case, because you never know. Okay, I don't see anything else here. Now, if I want, I can actually check my map. And the good thing about this game is it does auto mapping for you. So, and we can even write notes on it. So we can, for example, we can write entrance. So and that's what really I like this game. So honestly, it's one of my favorite games to play. Okay, I think we're going back the same way. We want to go west. And by the way, let's see. I see a rune stone, but until we get a rune bag, come on, there has to be a backpack here. We got a backpack. Let's see what's in the backpack. Ooh, baby! We hit the jackpot. Okay, so let's see. We got a scroll here. Let's look at it. My dearest Alfred, go into the abyss knowing that I will not forget thee. As bitter as the Baron's justice doth seem, 'tis better than a hangman's noose. No matter the passing of years, I will await thy return. Yours forever, Sandra. Okay, love letters are nice, but guess what? They take up inventory. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rune bag up here for now. I'm actually going to move these runes into the rune bag. Probably at some point I should maybe like have a link to a list of spells. Okay, so now we have a rune bag. Now I'm going to backtrack because look, here's a few more runes. And that's one of our goals. Start gathering runes. Okay. Okay, and we're going to move the rune bag down here. Now, by the way, you only have so many inventory slots. So you can kind of have like 2 things up here. You can have like a sword, and maybe we'll have a shield eventually. There's places for rings, but this is where bags come in handy. Bags and backpacks and boxes come in handy because you can put things into them. So what I want to do is I want to go back to that door and see if the red key opens it. Okay. Now I'm gonna save it again because I want to do something fun. I want to see if this will work. I always like to save it. Well, if you have a sturdy door, one thing you can do, you may be able to unlock it. But there is also another way you can do it. And Von Craft, how you doing? Thank you for dropping in. Let's see if this works. Now it is weird that our sword is not being damaged. So I mean, I would expect it to. Now if you look on the left, you see that there's a gem that eventually glows green and starts flashing. When it starts flashing, that means that you're at maximum sword. That means you're at maximum. Ooh, you see our dagger was damaged. Okay, so let's put the dagger away. So now apparently our dagger is even more badly worn. Is that high Deredic? It's the Ultima alphabet. I love that. I don't know, but when I did Ultima 5, I actually downloaded a package that what it did is actually converted all of the runes to English. Like, so instead of saying, converting the runes. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay. The plaque reads, plant the seed of the silver sapling and a and a new sapling will spring forth. In return for this gift of life, thou shalt be granted a new life thyself when this dost end. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the sapling. Trivers away, revealing a silver seed. Now how this works, wherever we plant the silver seed, as long as it's in soil, we can it'll automatically resurrect us. Now for now we're going to plant it here. You plant the seed and a small silver tree quickly grows. Okay, now one thing, do y'all notice that this door kind of has a bit of a funky outline here? See, if you see that means probably means there's a secret door. Oh, we see a secret door. Now, the thing is, even though, let's look at our skills, even though our search skill is 0, we can still find secret doors. Okay, now, you notice I have 5 experience points. I'm going to go down here, I'm going to see if that changes as we go along. Apparently did not. This area looks like there's a lot of jumping involved, so I'm going to kind of avoid it for now. Let's see, so 5. Okay, that's where I dropped the cudgel, got some bones. Okay, I think I'm going to go this way. Let's see. Okay, this is the cave that looks like we recently explored. Let's go. Let's see, which way should we go? Let's go this way. We've got a couple doors here. Let's see if our key unlocks this door. Got a red key. Use key on what? Yep, key unlocks the lock. If we wanted to, we could have done the Hulk smash routine, but... Okay. Oh. Okay, ooh, we got a person. Got a person, so... Come on, where are you? You're... Okay, now let's look at this. Okay. You see a bedroll. Now, one thing that bedrolls are good for is sleeping. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna take the bedroll. Hey, we can use it. We can use it to sleep. Bedroll sounds like a midnight snack. Okay, let's and by the way, so let's look at this let's look at this person. You see a mellow outcast named Braggett. Now, as long as it's not hostile, we can talk to it. So this is the lip. So we're gonna talk to Braggett. Come on, Braggett, stand still so I can talk to you. Okay. Hail, stranger! What be thy business? I have not seen thee in this place before. Okay, and so now we can do our response. I am attempting to rescue an innocent girl. Ah, rescue mission, is it? Should the Baron's guards not be with thee to aid thee in thy search, more than likely one of them threw thee in here, eh? Braggett, are you Canadian? Thou not be ashamed of thy misfortune, lass. Thou art in the same pot with all of us now. If thou art to have a chance of surviving the abyss, thou must learn the lay of the land. And sorry for having fun talking in voices. I love to do that, you know. It's my favorite thing. I'm eager to learn. Indeed, I am eager. First off, I would suggest anyone thou dost find that seems of use. Items here are scarce enough. Thou wouldst be well advised to take what you can. Scavenge all you want, but stealing is ill-advised. Most of the Abyss's inhabitants guard jealously the few possessions they have. Battle sites are the best place for scavenging. That's why I'm here. A battle took place here not long ago. A battle between the goblins and the above-worlders. Well, what was the cause of this battle? I don't know. It is rare that the Baron sends his men into the abyss. It must have been important, though by the looks of it, the goblins defeated them handily. The goblins control most of these upper caves. Two races they are, the green and the gray. If they do not destroy each other, it is not for lack of trying. Be especially careful of the gray goblins. I was recently imprisoned by them for trespassing. Well, how did thou escape? My prison cell was converted into a converted storeroom, for it had a stock of useful items, including a long pole. Using the pole, I was able to reach a button which opened the door to my cell. I sneaked away and returned to my people. I don't think I will venture there again. That's why I want a pole. And what are the other inhabitants of the abyss? The humans like thee and myself has stalked out a small area which we live in relative peace. Below us are the mountain men, and after that I do not know. Where is this enclave of humans? Thou canst find my people by going west from the entrance to the abyss and then north. There is a small chasm to jump over, but thou dost seem to be a dexterous lass. Braggett, have you really looked at my dexterity of 13? In this game, that's like hardly dexterous. Past the cavern is the sign of civilization everywhere throughout the abyss. The banner of Kibiris, marked with an Ankh, the sign of the Avatar. Outside of areas marked with the banner, thou shouldst watch thyself. Most creatures who do not respect Kibiris' legacy are not particularly friendly. Perhaps I will seek this area out. Good luck in thy travels. Okay. Oof. So a lot there to absorb. Let's get our map. So I think you said west and north. So, and I see a door. Braga hasn't got lit. Years he's getting desperate. Oh, what's kind of funny, Von Kraft, is that in Ultima 6, depending on whether you're male or female, you actually get different responses. Like the person at the Mint, Terry, if you're a female, she just admires you. But if you're male, how can I say this nicely? She tries to flirt with you. Okay, now so that's no way out. Let's see. Oh, this is west. Okay, so we're gonna go west. Okay. where is this chasm that he talks about? Wait, I don't see any chasm anywhere. I don't see any chasm anywhere. Sheesh. Okay, I said. Maybe we'll go south and see what happens. Nope. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it looks like we jumped. Let's see, I see nothing of excitement here. There's a rock. There's a rock. Okay, nothing of excitement. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is the way. Maybe this is the way. We'll see. Ouch. Ouch. Well, I haven't really seen the chasm, so I'm going to kind of just go back the way we came. And kind of say, you know, because, you know, I went west, but like I don't really see any, okay. Okay, maybe we have to go through this door. Okay, ooh, I see some cheese. Let's see. Okay, now, you notice that it says I see a Dale cheese belonging to a rat. Remember what they said, don't steal. Now, you notice that I've picked up 7 experience points, and I haven't killed a single creature. I don't know if any of you play D&D. Oh, crap! Hey, how can I say this? We took something and now we pissed the rat off. Okay. So, Xena, bad Xena, don't steal. That being said, though, we can now take the cheese. We should have checked the chicken to see if it belonged to the rat. Yeah, you can look. Yeah, actually, yep. Because you can look down. I think it's 1 and 3. Oh, okay. Let's see what do we got here. We see badly worn leather leggings. Well, considering some of the leggings that people wear these days. It's like some of them are kind of like see-through, you know. It's like, okay, I can okay, so let's okay, we took a little bit of vitality from face planting into that wall. We've been here before, so nothing there. Okay. So let's go through. Okay. So we have a badly worn dagger. So what we really need at some point we really need to get another, you know, a better weapon. Store is locked. Let's see if our red key unlocks it. Yes, it does. Okay, so we're gonna open it. Okay. And wait, what the hell? Now you see that sound means this goblin's hostile, so it's goblins attacking us. Now you see, if you look above the goblin, you see the eyes are red. Like there's a monster with red eyes. That means that this goblin's pretty heavily damaged. Okay, so let's see what the goblin left us. Ooh. And if you watch The Princess Bride, remember when they went to Mad Max and then I asked, well, what do you do if they're totally dead? And of course the answer was you go through their pockets and look for loose change. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna loot. We don't really want the cudgel, but I'll tell you what. Let's see what we got. We got a badly worn leather vest. It may be badly worn, but guess what? It's a vest. Now, apparently we're still in bare feet, so we need to take care of that. So we want to be a little careful here. Now you see we just picked up 2 experience points there for exploring. Okay, what do we have here? It's a hostile flesh suck, so you know what that means. If it's hostile, we're killing it. That was easy enough. Okay, just remember if you... Okay, wait a minute. There's something that looks weird here. Oh, another secret door. Woohoo! Another secret door. Okay, so let's go down here and see what... Oh, okay. This looks like a... It's a lockpick. Now, granted, our ability to pick locks stinks, but still, lockpicks are good because some of the inhabitants of the abyss will actually trade with you, which is cool. Okay, it looks like this goes into a dead end of water. So... Okay, I'm about out of water, so I'm gonna get some more water in case someone redeems a hydrate. I'll be back. It's gonna take about a minute. I'm back quickly. I don't usually do a BRB because I tend to... I'm very close to my refrigerator. By the way, I have my water is actually RO water, which is reverse osmosis, because I live in Western Indiana, and we have really hard water. I mean, you know, it's like when I was in South Georgia, our water was like 150 ppms, parts per million, and then here it was like and they said that's hard, and here it was 350. Now, being that I actually teach chemistry, I actually was able, when the Culligan people said your water's like 340. I actually did the analytical technique myself. Okay, name hydrate. Thank you for the redeem. But what I did is I did the coin. I think I got like 327. Of course, frequently asked question I get from students when they know I stream: Moody, if I follow your stream, do I get extra credit? Sorry. And they say, well, what about a sub? I'm like, a sub, yeah. Sub's a good idea. I'd like an Italian sub, like some onions, oil and vinegar, you know. That's delicious. And make it a 12-inch, and no, not a Subway sub, okay? I'm one of those from Subway, you know, one of those really authentic, like, locally owned sub shops. There's a fountain here. Let's see what this says. The plaque reads, "O weary traveler, partake from these waters and feel new life course through thy veins." Okay. Well, let's drink the water and let's see what happens. Okay. Ooh, our vitality's down, so let's see. Hey! We found a fountain of healing. Heck yeah. So now what we need to do is we need to start. So now that I know where there's a fountain of healing, you know, I'm going to go back up and explore, do some more exploring, knowing that I'm going to go back this way, because if I remember, there was a banner. Okay, so this is the banner of Sir Kabiris, so that means that the people here at least are not going to be overly hostile. So let's see what we have here. Okay. You see a mellow goblin named Ebb. Okay, so let's talk to Ebb. So, all goals there. I'm gonna say my name is Xena. My name is Xena. Xena, eh? I think I've heard of you. You new here. You come to the right place. Gray goblins. Most powerful group here. Good idea. Speak with King Kvetchal. Good. He very wise and strong. Oh, you best talk to Queen Rechital first, though. On you go now. So we want to talk to Rechital first. Sup, Ebb? Oh, hey, I'm doing great, Coldozer. How are you doing today? Okay, so now we're in the Grey Goblins complex. So let's start looking at Grey Goblins. Let's see, is this? You see a mellow goblin? You know, I'll just talk to him. Let's talk to him. You know. You have business here? Let me tell you if you erase the goblins. Grey goblins, not just goblins. Say goblins, you mean green goblins too. You not want to know about them. Nasty and brutish they are. Uglier than humans even. Not related to us. Oh. No, not at all. Well, how about you tell me about your goblins, your race? Ah, yes, gray goblins, much better. We rulers of the area. All others looked up to us. Green goblins, spiders even. You look for powerful group. You came to the right place. Perhaps I shall continue to explore. Okay, so this wasn't in one of the main, like the queen or the king. Let me just look at something. I'm just gonna look at this. Let me just look. Okay, you see a mellow lurker. Now, you know what I need to do? I don't know if someone in the chat wants to do this, but I have an idea. I have an idea. You know, I have an idea. Feel free to clip it. Feel free to just, clip this thing about the mellow lurker. You don't have to, but it's nice because I actually have an idea. I have a crazy idea. I just need to learn how to incorporate video clips into like redemptions. Okay, you see a sturdy door? You see a stucco wall? Come on. You see a mellow goblin. That goblin's not important. Rechital. I think that's the one we want to speak with first. I think we want to speak with Rechital first. Okay, so let's... Yes! What dost thou want, human? I wish to speak with thy husband. And what reason hast thou for speaking to him? I better be careful here, 'cause I can, I'm debating which one I should pick. I don't know. Part of me wants to pick number 1, part of me wants to pick number 4. I'm not sure which one should I pick. Ooh. Let's pick number 4 and see what happens. Very well. Thou dost may speak to him. Do not overstay thy welcome. He is a busy man. I thank thee kindly. Okay. Okay, Coaldozer, I don't know what you typed in, but it seemed like, I don't know if like one of the mod bots caught it or something. But it just gave me, unless you were typing 3 asterisks, I don't know. But I'm still learning a little bit about this like moderation bit because let's see. Right, okay. You see an upset goblin. I'm gonna talk to you. Why are you so upset? You have business here? No, I must be going. I don't know why he's up. Oh, okay, crap. I jumped to the floor again. Let's see. Can I jump up? Yeah! Okay, writing says keep out. Now it's a sturdy door, so we can break it down. Well, Von Craft, I think what AutoMod's doing is it's trying to prevent bullying. The problem is it doesn't know context. For example, I actually got timed out twice for typing in another screen for typing in the word pussy. And see, I was actually referring to cats. But see, the automod doesn't know that. It says pussy and it thinks that you're trying to either bully someone or say a naughty word. Meow. Well, actually, I actually have a response to that. I had to type that in, you know, it's humor. It's like, you play bad cat, you hit the cat ramp, and it goes meow, 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 meow. One of these days, I'll do a pinball stream. Okay, yeah, actually, I used to be on pinball with Fear. I think pinball with Fear is not as active as much anymore, which is all right, but you know, I'm hoping to be on some other pinball streams too, because I'd like to do some tourneys. Because I haven't done tourneys in a while, and my ranking's starting to slip. Okay, we got 2 goblins here. Let's see if one of them's the king. You see a mellow goblin. Let's talk to him. Hello, is funny looking person again. I like that. Funny looking person, but yeah. Okay. I don't know if I want to go down that way. Darn it, where is the king? Where's your king? Okay. See an upset goblin. Okay, I think that's the same goblin that... Oh, a mellow goblin named Jakar. Well, hey, let's talk to Jakar. Hey, who this? What you do? I have come to admire the architectural splendor of these people's settlement. If that doesn't sound like buttering up, I don't know what is. It's like... What you'll say? You'll like to explore, walk around. Don't explore too careful. Could end up somewhere you don't want to be. I've seen that happen. Hee hee. What dost thou mean? Us Greys, we never do it on purpose, ha ha. But at night I hear someone scream and then splash. Sometimes splash and then scream. Then in the morning, one of us not here. Dangerous privy it is here. I watch out if I were you, he he he. And they're never heard from again? That's right, he he he. Splash. Ali! Gone, 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 he he. You be careful though, if you still alive from Splash, I bet thee not too happy. You be on your toes. Well, I'm not a ballerina, okay, so I'm not going to be on my toes. You know what, I think that was that area that I kind of like was worried about. Where I kind of avoided it because it's like, you know... I'm still trying to find the king. I don't think it's one of these. Nope, Mellow Goblin. See, I think it was this. I think it was this area right here. Now, come on, Goblin, get out of the way, because I have an idea. Now, I don't usually like to save scum, but. And I'm going to actually save this as episode 1B. So, should I? So, yeah, how many of you want me to just jump in that hole and see what happens? I do a formal poll, but you know, I'm like, you know, how many of you want me to just jump in this bottomless pit and see what happens? Remember, I can always save later. I don't know what happens when I figure whether it's flat friendly or not. So Von Craft, remember, I just saved it. I can always restore if it kills me. You know what? What the heck? Let's do it. Let's just see what happens. Where the hell are we? Holy crap, we're on level 2. So you know what? I'm gonna restore it. I'm gonna go back up there. I just wanted to see what would happen if you jumped in there. Now, you see, by the way, you see a fish here? It says a day-old fish belonging to a gray goblin, so what does that mean? Should you touch it? Nope. That's Jack Carr. Come on, where in the heck is the king of the goblins? It's like trying to find the king of the goblins. It's kind of like... Now, if I wanted to, this door I don't think is locked. I think I could go in there, but you have to keep in mind that if this goblin sees me go in there, see, the goblin's upset. So what's going to happen is the upset goblin's going to become hostile, and I'm going to be fighting a bunch of gray goblins. So, you know what? It's just not worth it. Regital, I think that's the queen. Let's go in here. I think this is where the king hangs out. Seems like a pretty nice place. Got a bedroll. But apparently the king's temporarily out, or maybe he's just one. Okay, wait. Good. This is the king. Let's finally speak to him. Who you be and what business have ye here? I'm going to say I'm on a quest. And who you be? I am Xena. Perhaps you've heard of me? I have never heard of ye. Be ye friend of Vernix? No, I don't know who Vernix is, but I'm just going to say no, I am not. Oh, very well. Did you speak with him? No, should I? Don't bother. He's a complete waste of time. You're fortunate you came to me first. Indeed I am. Can you tell me of this abyss? A human fool named Kibirus convinced many of our people to come here and colonize this accursed place. When his dreams were shown to be mere folly, he killed himself by taking poison and left us to our fates. Tragic. Indeed, 'tis not fair. Still, we must persevere. Was there anything else? I need to find a girl. I know nothing of no girl. I've got problems of me own. Such as? My enemies are legion. Even the vermin here are troublesome. A great she-spider known as Narvi Night-Eyes threaten my folk. Nor is she the only problem, though. She's enough. Her web, you know, be strong as iron and does not burn. A goblin caught in it will stay till he rots. Perhaps I can help. Don't be a fool. None can slay the dread Narvi. Now, you came here for something. What do you want? You've already helped me, so I'm gonna make like a cheerleader and split. Or if you're not a cheerleader, we can always say make like a dancer and split. But hey, I want to thank you all for coming in to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is just my opinion. I like this in Ultima. They're both fun games. Oh yeah, this is that bottomless pit. Now, what is now? There's also another time where there's a bottomless pit. One time, you know, Brad Pitt didn't work out. Did not work out the glutes, and so he had no rear end. So therefore, he was a bottomless pit. Boo! 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 Okay. Okay. Y'all guys, I'm hearing police sirens outside. So if this stream ends prematurely because the police have found me, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I will say we're getting a good bit of rain, and I wouldn't say it's a lot of rain, but if it keeps raining like this, the stream is going to turn into a river. My favorite joke is talking about like when I used to when I lived in Athens, Georgia for a while, we had a we had like Millage Avenue. I don't know. And by the way, University of Georgia. Oh shit! Something's attacking me. You know, Rat, do you realize that sometimes you need to make better life choices, you know? Attacking someone with a sword is kind of like, you know... now candles... Oh. Okay. Oh shit! I'm in trouble. Now the good news is I got to level 2, but now you see my flask has turned green, which means that I am barely poisoned. Now, being barely poisoned is probably not a bad thing because it's about the mildest form of poison. Now, if you've played like advanced D&D like first edition, do you know how a lot of times poison would kill you right away? It's like you make a saving throw for poison. If you fail your save, you die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to backtrack to that healing fountain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hope that so you see I'm down to 17 hit points, so I'm starting to hemorrhage hit points here. Okay, so it looks like I have to go a little bit north. A little bit north and east. Oh, really? Okay, I don't see any... I think I passed that acid slug. Uh-oh. You notice that things have got dark all of a sudden? And why is that? So you see a burned out torch. So guess what? It ain't no lie, the torch is going bye bye bye. And thankfully we have another torch, so we're gonna light this torch. And by the way, I'm gonna to promote. Captain Zanzibar! Welcome, fellow nerd! Thank you very much for coming on in. Okay, so, good. The poison has gone away, but we're still low on vitality. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, let's go find our secret place. We're just playing with bottomless and mellow lurkers. See, that's actually why if I was hoping someone would clip the mellow lurker part, because then what I would use that as, like, you know, if I can learn how to do like video, I can then, like, you can use like either channel point redeem lurk, and it'll come up and it'll say you see a mellow lurker, which. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I don't always know. Okay, watch this, Captain Zanzibar, watch this magic. I have 16 vitality. I drink from the fountain. That's alright. 38, no, hey, we need, thank you, can I have another? Okay. Okay, no, we're not going that way. Hopefully, Coldozer, hopefully you clipped it. If not, I'm hoping there's a way that I can, and I'm actually going to throw out some commands here. That way I can show you some of my social media. Because I export my, I export all of my things to YouTube because, and of course I also have a Facebook page, and I don't mind giving out my personal Facebook, and there's also a Moody Mystery Facebook, so, okay, let's get back to the game. Let's go this way. Let's see. Okay, that looks like the end of the road. Okay. And I'm using Nightbot. Now, my concern is that if I did my stream at 3 p.m., I'm worried that Nightbot would get me in trouble because I would need Daybot. And speaking of which, okay, Moody. Okay. And by the way, I also have some very interesting channel point redemptions. My favorite one, and it doesn't get used that often, is thrift store where I don't know about y'all and Captain. I don't know, but I think I know it was another streamer that used the that went to like thrift stores a lot, and you get some awesome cool stuff. I don't know where oh, great, we're in a spider cave. Okay, great, we could get poisoned here. Okay, now you see the eyes are yellow at the top. If the eyes are green, that means that the enemy is relatively healthy. So like right up here, like if you're battling a monster and you see the eyes are green, that means that the monster is relatively healthy. Yellow, they're kind of like wounded. And if they're red, they're pretty seriously wounded. Oh, let's see what we got here. Ooh, corn! Y'all, I have an idea. I'm gonna save it here. Do you want to have some fun? Okay, I'm gonna have some fun. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna do this. Oh crap! I didn't want to eat the corn. I didn't want to eat the corn. Let me just see. Look what I did! I took the corn, put it on the torch, and I made some popcorn! Woohoo! That's too funny. I love that. Let's check my status. Okar, you are currently fed and drowsy. Okay? So now anytime we're drowsy, what that means is it's time to sleep. So one thing you should always do if you're gonna sleep, turn off your lights. Torch popcorn, yum. I'll tell you what, I don't know what it is tonight, but for some reason tonight this is about the most fun I've had on a stream in a while. Probably since my birthday stream, and I'm hoping I have just as much fun on my anniversary stream. Although I don't know, the interesting Monopoly stream where I disappeared, but I don't want to talk about that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's see. So we're gonna use our bedroll. We're gonna go to sleep because we're drowsy. Thou hast arrived, they have already, but with haste and virtue we can seek out and speak to the civilized inhabitants of the abyss. They and thy decisions and actions will. Now remember that person came to us in our dream before. In our dream before and warned us about something. Okay, so now I'm going to relight the torch. Let's look at our map, see where I am. Okay, I think there's an area here that's unexplored. But let's see, we got a skull here. Keep in mind that we can scavenge almost anything. As long as it isn't okay. Ooh. Okay, we can always use torches. And hey, we've got a shield. It's a badly worn buckler, but hey, it's a shield. So we'll put that in our other hand. Right now we have badly worn leather vest, badly worn leather leggings, and you notice that we're barefoot. So we're rocking around barefoot. Let's see what's here. Oh, really? Okay, spider eyes are yellow, so the spider's damaged. Eyes have gone. Ooh, a hit. I think the spider hit me. Let's go low. Let's go low. Low, 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 low. Come on, Moody. Low, low, low. And there, spider died. Okay. Okay, let's see. There's a tiny red gem. We'll take it. And we also have some leeches. So why? So you're like, Moody, why are you gathering leeches? Because one thing leeches can do is they can actually cure poison. There's only one problem with leeches curing poison. They also take some of your skin too. Okay, oh, I'm going to pause the game because Moody Mystery decided to, and sometimes I'll do my own redemptions. I'm gonna redeem a thrift store item. Okay, and I'm gonna be back. Thrift store item. Okay, if you look at this, this is actually a Wild Orchid T-shirt. Now, Wild Orchid was actually a group in the early '90s. I think early '90s, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Now, unfortunately, they broke up, and actually one of the members of the group for Wild Orchid actually, because they broke up, they got into like some drugs and stuff. And they actually got with someone. They actually found an artist, and the artist said, you can be with us, but if you're a former member of Wild Orchid, they said, but part of the agreement is you have to be clean, no drugs, nothing. Now, the name of that person, the first name of that person is full name of that person is Stacy Ferguson, but you know her better as Fergie. And the person that helped her was Will I Am. So that's the thrift store. That was one of the thrift store redeems. I have. I just look for unique clothing like that. So, okay, but let's go back to the game. Come on. I know most of you didn't want to see me redeem thrift store shirts. I think you wanted me to see me kick some butt here. Okay. Whoa, this is a different color spider. Oh boy. This could be trouble. Oh, I'm already poisoned. Crap. Crap. Oh no. Well, let's get some more blows on this before we get more poison. Ah, good. We've got it down to red. Whoa. You are mildly poisoned. Okay. Now, one thing we can do to maybe help us is eat some food. So the fish tasted pretty good. Now, we're still mildly poisoned. Our vitality is 14, so we probably need to move to that fountain soon. Let's see. We've got a serviceable leather vest, so we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Let's see. Is there anything else in here worth looting? Let's some spider silk. Doesn't hurt to get some spider silk. Who knows? We may need it later. Okay, so let's get out of here before. Let's get out of here and let's get back to that fountain before we But yeah, Eric Fear, thank you for coming on in. You know, I know you're taking a bit of a break from Pinball with Fear, and that's fine. I hope at some point it'll be. Hope you'll be back. Hope you'll be back soon. Darn it! Where is that secret door with the you know what? You see, we're now. You notice that we were mildly poisoned, but now we're barely poisoned. Okay, here's our fountain again. We're gonna let's get a drink from the fountain so we don't die. Now I'm gonna get some more water in case someone redeems a hydrate. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna wait for the poison to go away. So I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, so while I'm waiting, I'm gonna do a few other things. I'm gonna do a few things. Surprise is not letting me do a shout out because I was gonna shout out to some people. And I mean, come on, I know I'm a mod. Unless Nightbot's falling asleep. Maybe I'm gonna try this again. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Captain, but apparently it's still not working. Ah, okay, that's the way around it. Captain Zanzibar, I'm still learning the ins and outs of this Nightbot moderator, so. And speaking of which, let's give a few more shout outs. Maybe I have to learn the language of Nightbot. Let me try one more thing. I have an idea what I may be doing wrong. Now that being said, maybe I need to set up that command. Maybe I need to set up the shout out command. Okay, enough of the shout outs. Hey, for now. But one thing I did find tonight is I did find it was called like Streamline Camp or like camp, and so I'm like, maybe I'm gonna like go to that and it's gonna probably tell me how to do everything. So I just. Okay, so I think on this first level, okay, okay, oh yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Let's go south. We've already explored the gray goblins. Let's talk to the green goblins. Let's find where the green goblins are and let's talk to them. And I don't know, I'm hearing a lot of rain sounds outside. So again, if it keeps raining like it is, we're no longer gonna have a stream, we're gonna have a river. At least I don't hear any thunder. Because actually, I think that happened one time with one of my streams. That like thunder in it, like the power went out. Okay. Hey, there's Grog. This is an inside joke. I think Eric Fear knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Drog says, "Yeah, what your business here?" Now, I wish to view the splendor of thy settlement. This is the best place to see when you see Abyss. Kin Vernix, he's the bravest in the Underworld. You go see him if he see you. Okay, apparently we're supposed to see King Vernix. Okay, so let's go through. We're not going to talk to King Vernix first. We're going to see if we can't maybe if there's a King Vernix, maybe there's a queen. You see a mellow goblin. I'm going to talk to him. Let's talk to the mellow goblin. Hey, you not goblin. Why you here? Can you tell me of the goblins? Green goblins, yes, good. We are strongest and bravest in Abyss. Grey goblins, they nasty and weak. You don't want to talk to them. Also, watch out for some mean goblins not like our settlement. They wear red. Good goblins near banner with funny marks, like me. Where is thy leader? King Vernix, he king. Maybe you want to talk to bodyguard Lanugo first. They're in the northwest at the end of the high overhang path. Thank you, I will seek him out. So, I guess apparently, so we are supposed to go northwest. So we'll go west, and we'll go a little bit north. Okay. It's a mellow goblin, so we're... Okay, you see an upset goblin. Sign reads, keep out. I'm going to save it just in case that this door is not one to go through. Okay, yes it is, so we're good. Okay, we're going to go through here. This looks like it's... Ooh, fancy. Oh, I can see Squidward hanging out here saying fancy. And yes, there is a mystery point redeemed to use the Squidward voice. Okay, let's talk about Lanugo first. We want to talk about Lanugo. Da not be doing the boss, aye? Why not ask him myself? Yeah, well, I could do that, but boss don't like to be bothered with practical stuff. His mind was higher things. Perhaps I should go give to me my appreciation. Oh crap. Oh shit, I don't have anything. All I have is this junky red gem. So this may not work out. I may need to get some gold before I can, you know. Let's see what Lanugo thinks of my gift. If he doesn't like it, then we're gonna have to get some gold. Okay. So apparently our green goblin quest is a bust. Because apparently Lanugo wants some gold. Apparently we have to bribe this goblin in order to talk to the king. Sheesh. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna somehow get some gold, and we're going to, you know, come back. Okay, so let's... Ooh. Okay, so which direction should we go? Oh, okay, let's go... Okay, so let's go this way. Let's go up here. We've been here before. This is where we've been... We were unexpectedly attacked by some rats. And you know what? You know, I was enraged because it was not a rat in a cage. Oh wait, I just hope let's see, what's this? A bottle of ale. Heck, come on, yeah. Let's grab some ale. What's this? Oh, a torch. Hey, we can always use torches. Come on, torches. Torches are always welcome. We got some... Oh, okay. Wait, let's see. Okay, you see a mellow giant rat. Now, you know what's cool? Actually, when I played Ultima 5 one time, I didn't do this on stream. I did it off stream. But when I looked at a giant rat, instead of saying you see a giant rat, it said you see a rodent of unusual size. And I was thinking, apparently someone in Ultima 5 was watching The Princess Bride. That's what I love. And by the way, as I said, even if these will be up on Twitch for... What do I have? What's this? Okay. And so I found that so funny that it called it rodents of unusual size. I'm gonna have a little fun with another command. One thing I love to watch is Futurama, so so it's kind of like I get these commands, and now all of a sudden I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, oh, you know, I've got new toys to play with. The door is locked. Okay, now I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna bash it down using my dagger. Uh-oh. Do you all see what happened? You see, apparently not only my dagger was so badly damaged, it was destroyed. Now you're thinking, okay, so Moody, how do you get around it? Well, there's a very simple way to get around it. And I have two words. Hulk smash! So yeah, it's amazing. We can keep hitting the door with our fist, and it's not even it's like, you know, I haven't even seen a warning saying your fist is damaged. Let's see how much progress we're making. Okay, it says the door is damaged, so we're obviously making some progress. It's kind of funny. It's like, okay, we're like, you know, it's like we're punching the door. There's probably a key to this door, but I'm like, if it's a sturdy door, I'm just gonna bang it. Okay, by the way, question of the day, why should you buy fireworks after the 4th of July when they are discounted? Why buy fire? Why? Oh shit! This guy is throwing like magical stuff at me. This guy's a pain. Oh shit. Let's stay close to this monster so we don't. Come on, Moody. Come on, Xena, you only had one job. Okay, you see how the music has changed? When the music changes to like, that means you're close to... Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a bottle of water. Hey, you never know when you can use water. Okay, we got a little pouch here. Let's empty the pouch. Okay, we got a nice red gem here. Unfortunately, apparently Lanugo, the bodyguard, only wants gold. He doesn't want gems. Okay, so we have a piece of paper here, so let's gather it. This thing's starting. Okay, so let's gather it and read it. Okay, it says ooze pour for large jumps. So what this does, this actually gave us a spell. So if we cast ooze pour, we can do a much bigger jump. So, okay, what we're going to do is, you see, we have this serviceable leather vest. So we're going to replace it with this badly worn. Now, you see the serviceable leather vest, you see that it's like, it looks less damaged. That's how this works. Okay. And one thing you want to do in this game, you want to save often and frequently, because you never know when something's going to happen. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go straight. We got a door here. Oh great, we've got a green goblin. Okay, we're in battle against a green goblin. Yeah, I want to get him. Come on, come on! Come on, Xena! Oh shit, we're in trouble. Our dagger's destroyed, so we essentially, all we have is fisticuffs. Now what I'm doing, you notice maybe some of you really say, well, Moody, why are you avoiding combat? Because the thing is, I don't got any weapons right now. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Oh shit! Hey, let's go down these steps here. Okay, I don't know where we are, but... Bulldozer, I apologize. Apparently I need to like, maybe I just need a new bot. Maybe I don't need the night bot anymore. Maybe I need, well, see, the one bot I'd love to have is Bender bot, but the problem is Bender bot's gonna steal all your alcohol and tell you to bite your shiny metal ass. And of course, BenderBot's only going to want to do 125 quintillionth of the work. So how can I say this? Our first order of duty is to find us a weapon. Let's see, because you see, we are weaponless. We are totally weaponless. Okay, Bulldozer redeemed thrift store 150. I'm gonna have to see what I have here. What other items do I've got? Well, right now it's mainly clothing, Bulldozer, but I'm gonna also try to bring in other items, you know. But I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna show you this, and there's a reason. This is a shirt. It says Indiana State Baseball. Now, you may say, okay, Moody, why in the heck is he showing an Indiana State baseball shirt? Well, first of all, this logo right here is actually an old logo. Indiana State has actually developed a new logo. And personally, I'm convinced that it was because some art student needed a job. Now, why am I holding up the Indiana State shirt? Guess what? This Indiana State is actually where I teach chemistry. Other items I got, when I go to thrift stores, it's mainly, you know, shirts and whatnot, but unfortunately, one thing I really couldn't do. I actually got, I don't know if you want the like Eden Pure heaters. It's like an Eden heater. I got it for like $10. The problem is trying to carry that thing is a mother. Is not fun. But yeah, I live in Terre Haute, Indiana, Western Indiana, and an interesting fact about Terre Haute. If anyone has seen the movie A Christmas Story, the city of Terre Haute was actually referenced when they talked about like the line at the mall for, it's like they said that the line I think went all the way back to like Terre Haute. And it was funny because we actually got a visit from one of the actors, you know. But yeah, well, you know, I've got lots of you know, I've got some other items. I have to be honest because I'm Bulldozer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like buying things from thrift stores, but there are about 3 or 4 things I will never buy from thrift stores. Number 1, underwear. Heck no. Number 2, shoes. Same reason. Number 3, socks. Really? And number 4 is hats. And And by the way, if you ever buy something from clothing from a thrift store, wash it first. What I'll have to do for my future streams is, if people are going to redeem thrift store and I love it, I need to be like, okay, what did I, what things did I get? From thrift stores that, because, so let's get back to the game. Let's find us a darn weapon. Let's save it here. Let's say, woohoo! We have attained experience level 4. Okay, I have a oh, great. Oh, great! You're spitting acid at me. Okay, well, at least for now, my fist is at least doing its job. Ooh! Shiny! Because, heck, we can always use that in trade, yeah. Okay, another one of these stupid ass things. Okay, looks like a dead end. Oh, okay, cool. We have a door, so let's go through the door. Okay. Okay, so we are still currently fed and wide awake. Hey! Captain Zanzibar said popcorn, torch popcorn, yum. You know what? Let's eat some torch popcorn. Great, that popcorn tasted kind of bland. And by the way, just in case anyone's wondering what thrift stores I go to, it varies. But it's a combination of the some places the Salvation Army has a really good selection. Other places the Goodwill has a better selection. Keep in mind the Salvation Army, a lot of those stores, they actually employ people that know the value of items. So for example, if let's say you're usually at Goodwill it says, okay, t-shirts are like $2.50. But if let's say there's a jersey, and let's say it's a University of Georgia jersey, they may charge you $7 for it because they know that it's valuable. Okay, that's an oil flask. Maybe we could find us a lantern at some point. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. Okay, we see another banner of Sir Cabrius. And let's talk. Let's see. Is there someone we can talk to behind there? Apparently, there's no one to talk to there, so. I don't know. I honestly want to really try to talk to someone, because right now I'd rather be safe because I don't really feel the most comfortable without a weapon. Let's see. Come on, there's got to be someone back there. I thought I see someone. Let's see. Okay, well, we'll have to go around. Okay, the door is locked. And oh darn, it's a massive door. And one thing, if you have a massive door, essentially you cannot smash it. You know, you're gonna have to you essentially either have to find a key or pick the lock. Let's see. Okay. Nothing that way. Okay, what does this say? Entrance to mines. I'm not sure if I want to go into a mine yet. Oh great, we have a spider. And all we have is Okay, cool, we have a key here. Hey, maybe this key can help us unlock that door. Please, please, please be the key that unlocks that door. Pretty pleased with Texas Cinnamon Roadhouse butter on top. And yes, I love Texas Cinnamon Roadhouse butter. Yes, it unlocks the lock. Woot 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 woot. Okay. Okay, so now I'm not sure where I am. Okay, so let's see. Quarters of Mondor. I don't know who the heck Mondor is. Hate to say it, this seems empty. Oh. Okay. Let's talk to this person. It's a mountain man. Ah, ye! Ye must be Xena, of whom I've heard. What can I do for ye? I'm searching for a kidnapped girl. Terrible! I hear a troll we carried her below. I hope all turns out for thee. Up here we have enough problems of our own. What problems? Maybe ye can help us. Our mines in the southeast have been invaded by a fearsome beast, floating in the air with many tentacles. If we can defeat it, all mountain folk would be eternally grateful. Okay. Okay, so actually I'm going to remove number 1 because we've already got a rune bag. And as I said, I like to update my goals. I forget what streamer suggested it, but they suggested having like a little thing where you can like show progress and whatnot, and tips, and I like that. Okay. But let me trade items with you first, because maybe you have a weapon. No, you don't have a weapon. See, I was hoping you had a weapon. Because if you had a weapon, I could at least... Okay, and it looks like my, you-know-what ran out. My torch, let's see. Yep, burned out torch, so we're going to get rid of it. But fortunately, we have a couple more torches we can use. Okay, so let's get out of here and let's see if we can find anything. So let's explore this. Okay, what does this say? Quarters of Corby. Well, let's see if Corby's home. And you notice that this is a combination. You notice that we haven't... I like this game because it's a combination of puzzle solving and fighting. It's just like Ultima. Ultima 4, I would say 4, because Ultima 1, 2, and 3 was essentially, beating creatures senseless. But let's talk to this cool person. Maybe they have something we can use. Hast thou come to add to my torment? Of what torment dost thou speak? Why, the torment of lost hopes, of disillusionment. Well, can I help? Well, I am beyond thy help. Nay, none are truly hopeless. Wait! My cause is lost, perhaps I can yet help thee. Canst thou tell me of Sir Kabirus? I shared the great dream of Sir Kabirus that the Avatar's way could be pursued by all folk. We sought to gather all intelligent species here in the abyss and teach them to live in harmony. Alas, it was not to be. The constant bickering proved too much for kindly Sir Kabirus, and he perished in his sleep. Some said he was poisoned, but I know he died of a broken spirit. His life's work was in this place. And as he watched it crumble, his heart broke of well. I'm sorry to hear that. Did aught come of his dream? Well, Sir Kabirus did gather a number of artifacts with interesting properties. He thought the use of these artifacts might assist the colonists as they pursued the way of the Avatar. Unfortunately, the objects were misused by the folk he hoped to hear. How so? Each of the 8 items gathered by Sir Kabirus embodied one of the virtues, but those who now possess them keep them merely for the intrinsic value, not for their higher purpose. Then I shall put these. Okay. So now apparently this is we've now learned of I'm going to put that in number 1 now. Find the 8 artifacts of Sir Kabirus. Okay, good. So now it seems like our goal is really becoming a little bit more crystal clear. That being said, I'm still concerned because my current vitality is low. So I need to be a little careful here. That's why I'm kind of hanging out with the mountain men, because there's probably not a lot of combat here, and it's probably mostly puzzle solving. door is locked. Let's see, is it a sturdy door? Yep, it's a sturdy door, so guess what? Can you say Hulk smash? Woohoo! We found some boots! Now we're not barefoot anymore. Let's make serviceable leather boots. That's good. We've got some boots. Hey, we've got some corn. Maybe we want to make some more torch popcorn. Okay, what is that? Block of incense. I don't know if we'll need incense, but hey, why not? You know, maybe we want to have like a circle and all sing, you know, Kumbaya and whatnot. Ooh, and there's some like cauldrons. Let's see if there's anything in them. Cauldron's empty. Cauldron's empty. Darn, they're both empty. Aw, man. I would have liked to get some cool stuff, you know. So let's keep on exploring. Okay, what does this say? Supply room. Please partake freely. English translation. Attention Kmart shoppers. We have a blue light special. Really? The door is okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to try to see if the key opens the door. Okay, at least the key unlocks the lock. At least I didn't have to do a Hulk smash thing. And I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna fill up my cup with water in case we get a hydrate redeem. Okay. I'm back. Thank you. If you've noticed, I kind of put a jacket behind me. The jacket is I know it's getting late towards the stream. Usually I go for about 2.5 hours. Now that being said, if I get a raid, or let's say we get like a big viewer increase, I will keep going. So that happened one time. So let's see what's in here. Okay, so what did we get? Looks like all there is a buckle. Looks like it's a buckler shield. Let's see, is it better than what we have? We have a badly worn buckler, a worn buckler. Well, you know what? A worn buckler is better than a badly worn buckler. Okay, so let's see. Badly worn. So, yep. We're gonna get rid of that. Did you raid your dad's closet yet? Not sure if that's directed at me, but no, Oh, okay. Whoa, ho, ho. I think we hit the okay. We've got another oil flask. We got more leeches. Oh, this is not multiple leeches. It reminds me of that song, Millions of Leeches. Okay, and what is this? We see 3 rock hammers. Guess what? We're taking one. And so, by the way, on my goal, I can actually eliminate. What's going on here? Why is this being wonky? Get a rock breaker. So guess what? So we've gotten a rock breaker. I'm just gonna throw in a generic level up. That's all right. Okay, but wait a minute. We have 2 more barrels to raid. Let's see what's in them. I hope one of them at least contains a weapon. Okay, well, let's see. We got some food though. We got some bread. And one thing to keep in mind in this game, you always want to have food. And you may say, what if it's like, well, what if we have too much food? Let me tell you something. You can never have too much food because you can always use food for trading. You can always use like food. Hey, you can trade it. You know, for maybe other useful stuff. Okay. This one had some torches. Okay, now this is an axe. Now, that being said, thank you. I don't know what I said was a pro-life tip, but can I give you all a hack, a kind of a not a life hack? How many of you like to eat out in restaurants? You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna the bet. You know what? If you really want to avoid a wait, so let's say you go to Texas Roadhouse and they say there's a 1-hour wait. You know what I do is I say, and you can only do this if you're over 21. I ask, can I go to the bar? See, being that I eat out myself, usually it's like I don't have to wait an hour for a table. Usually I go to the bar, and if I buy myself, there's usually an isolated bar stool. Now, even if there's not, the longest I've waited for a seat at the bar is like 10 minutes. And not only that, but a lot of times the people that are servers behind the bar, they tend to be more of the veteran servers. You know, so like you have someone that's like, wow, they worked here for 5 years. And usually they're put behind the bars because they know how to deal with the frickin' drunks. Now, keep in mind it doesn't work everywhere. Like in Indiana, we have a rule where if you're actually sitting at the bar, you have to be 21 or over. And so that being said, I'm gonna say something, and I'm probably gonna get flamed for it. If let's say you kind of want a meal where you don't want to be disturbed by kids, if you sit at the bar, kids are not allowed at the bar, at least in Indiana. And so, you know, and honestly, I've gone to Texas Roadhouse several times, so I pretty much know all the bartenders, and they know me. So, you know, a lot of times when I belly up to the bar, they already have my drink. I don't drink alcohol, but They usually have my drink ready, and it's a good life hack, and it works for other places. I do it at like Olive Garden and like Outback Steakhouse, especially if there's a bar, you know. Easy way to skip the line. And hey, usually I redeem that as a deep thought or a life hack. Heck, that's on me. It's free. Okay. So we've got at least an axe that we can. Now, by the way, if our axe is not sharp, does that mean we have an axe that we need to grind? Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, wow, this seems like a place of okay, so we see some gold here now. You now notice it says you see 17 coins belonging to a mountain man. So, how many think I should take the coins? Heck no. One thing you do not want to do, you do not want to take coins that belong to others. Okay, let's see. Does our key open that door? Darn it, where did I put the key? Where did I put the key? Ah, there it is. Okay, let's see what's back here. Oh! This looks like the thing to level 3, because okay, we're currently peckish and wide awake. Oh boy, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the other side. We're gonna ignore the mountain folk, because I have a feeling if we talk with them, you know what they're gonna say? We want gold. Let's see, what is this? Oh. Okay, let's see what's back here. It looks like... Ooh. Okay, we have some bedrolls. Table. And this looks... What does this look like? A flute! Well, I don't know if we need a musical instrument, but hey. We'll take it. I have a fun idea. And see, y'all, I like to have fun here, okay? Okay, so let's have fun with the flute. Let's see, use flute. Okay, I had to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Are there any other requests that y'all want to hear? I'll play it again just in case someone wants to clip it. Okay. We've had enough fun playing some tunes, so oh great. We now have a person that plays the flute. You know, I'd rather play the clarinet, and I don't want to have to deal with that SpongeBob character. Okay, so Moody, I'm asking myself, why the heck do I have channel redemptions when I'm giving stuff away for free? I don't care. I like free. Do you like free? Okay. So let's save our game. Okay. Okay, just want to remind you of upcoming events. April 1st, I'm going to be streaming Commodore 64 Flimbo's Quest. And that actually was suggested by a viewer. He said, hey, do Flimbo's Quest. And I'm like, this is cool. I like it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're got a little bit of more time left. So about 5 more minutes. And by the way, let's see who's out there. Because okay, so we're gonna. Oh shit, Moody. Okay, so now we're on level 3. Alright, we have gotten to level 5. Woot woot. Okay, so we got some leeches here. Let's pick up some leeches. Oh crap. We got poisoned. The plaque reads left, right, center. I think I know what that means. Wrong way. Okay, what we mean by left, right, center is so that's how we hit these buttons. So let's do it left, left, right, center. And voila, the door opens. Now, do y'all notice that we're avoiding combat? Okay, so we're barely poisoned. We're on level 4. Okay, you are currently peckish and wide awake. Now, wide awake means that we don't have to sleep. But peckish means that we need to eat some food. So, what do you tell them before we raid someone? Please let me know what you want me to eat. I've got some chicken. I think I may have some fish. I have some apples. Tell me what you want me to eat. Let's see what we got here. We're barely poisoned. Fish. Coldozer says fish. Let's see. Now, if we don't have any fish, then I'm an idiot. Darn, we don't have any fish. And an apple. Okay. I have to have some fun. Unfortunately, we don't have any fish, Coldozer. I have to crack a bad joke, sorry, but okay. So Coldozer says let's at least get an apple. Is there any other suggestions? Let's see. We've got some chicken. I think we've got a mushroom. I don't know if I'd want to eat a mushroom though. We've got some corn. Here's to ya. Well, Coldozer suggests we start with an apple, so let's go with the apple. That apple tasted kind of bland. Okay, we're barely poisoned. Let's see. Okay, we're still peckish and wide awake. So we probably need... Oh, good, but we're not poisoned anymore. So we're still peckish. Let's go with some bread. We're now fed. We're still fed. We're now well fed, and now we're well fed. That's good enough for us. Okay. So let's save it. We're going to save the game, episode 1B. I thank everyone. Hey, please stick around for the raid. Let's see. I don't know who I want to raid. Well, I usually raid Wild Dog Arcade a lot. They're playing Funhouse 2.0, but I haven't raided Second Place Andy. I don't know if I've raided them yet. Second Place Andy is playing Monopoly Pinball, so I'm gonna send y'all to Second Place Andy. And by the way, if you stick around for the raid, you get channel points. Coldozer, thank you very much. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a freaking blast. And by the way, the reason I had a blast, it's because of y'all. Y'all being here, interacting. I've never seen lots of chat here, so I am tickled. Okay, I want to make sure I spell it correctly. What do you mean? The target channel only allows in-network raids. Okay, well, guess what? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna Apparently we're not in the second place Andy network, so I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work, yep, so okay. So we're rating Wild Dog Arcade. But I'm gonna send a note to second place Andy that hey, we wanted to raid you, but okay.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for coming in. How you do, guys? Doing? How was Ultima this evening? It's Natty Light. There you go. There you go, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah. Natty Light probably
Right.
isn't gonna get you hammered.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be drinking like a 9% IPA or something like that and do that game.
Yeah. Yes.
Shoots the ram for crazy steps.
Super Dog. The Ultima Underworld. It was one of your. Oh, really? Best streams with all the chat interaction. Fantastic,
Nice.
Moody. Glad to hear that. You guys, if you haven't watched Moody yet,
Oh, come on.
you should do so. And Coldozer, how you doing? Ultima Awesomeness? Yes. I love to hear that, especially if you're having a fun time out there. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Moody's channel, be sure to do so. Awesome retro streamer.
Lock is lit.
Mellow vibes, all the good stuff. I should do a couple more shout outs since Fresco
right.
Pinball came in here earlier.
Yes.
One blocked.
So shout out to Fresco Pinball. And let me see who else. Oh gosh, Von Croft. That's right. Got to give a shout out to Von Croft because he's also an awesome pinball streamer. And I think that's
Ball
it for
saver.
the moment.
Ball two blocked.
Yeah,
Ball
there you
two
go. Thanks
locked.
everybody.
I'm going to crush you.
Oh, of course. You bet.
All right. Let's see. I got locks and I got that ball saver. to hit.
Absolutely, Von Croft.
Nightmare.
Multi-ball.
What's the theme that pinball hasn't like touched yet that we ought to like go into? You know, like if you think of all the movie themes, I think we pretty much hit every single one.
Plunge the ball, Jack.
You know, comedy, drama, horror, science fiction. I mean, you know, even fantasy pins are out there. I mean, you can't have enough sci-fi pins concepts. I would be all right with you know, holding off on any more superhero pins out there, but albeit other than Venom, so Venom is immune to that. But anyway, you know, I want to see something something that hasn't been done in a long time. You know, well, Von Kraft, look at that, nice, interesting font there. Some secret message written in perhaps Ultima language there to Moody. Excuse me.
Sorry, I was in the middle of a big
Yeah,
multi-ball.
you're trying to
so-
hit the mirror shot. 13 was reminding us that that's the hope here.
That was the big wizard mode-y thing you used.
You see online that Zen Studios Pinball FX is going into early access on Epic Games Store tomorrow, says BK, but no cabinet mode yet. Interesting. Yeah, someone else had mentioned that the Zen Studio, you know, they're doing their new thing now, and it's, yeah, I want to check it out as soon as I can. The last time I touched Zen Pinball anything was the Nintendo Wii U. It's been a while. So we'll have to see if I have the ability to check it out.
Ball one locked.
Deep political Oscar belt pin. Oh, no.
Sling to the outlane. Drink.
Yeah. As much as I think that people want that higher peanut, I suspect that we may not get that. I don't know if we want to remember 2022 as the Oscar slap year, but I mean, I guess there you go, right? Drum roll. Slap. All right.
All right. All right. I will be back in a minute.
Oh, is that considered Zen? Oh, I didn't know that. Pinball FX3 is Zen.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's Zen Pinball.
So the name of Zen Pinball, that was the name for what was on Wii U.
Well, they used to have Zen Pinball. Then they had FX2, and then FX3, and then now it's going to become FX.
Okay. Oh, without the numbers.
Without the numbers,
too cool
right?
For that now.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, FX2 was the one you used to play on the Wii U all the time.
Okay.
And then they came out with that FX3.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification, everyone. Sir David narrates Pinball.
Oscar bait film, nice.
Well, no, the other one, Gary, the higher peanut comment. Audubon, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, we can come up with the most wackiest things, but you're right. It's like that would be the only only genre in movies anyway that you don't have a pin for. We don't have a pin for a documentary series yet or a documentary film. Well, that's a great question. What is the documentary film that we should make a pin on? Oh my God, that is one crazy question to ask. We'll have to think about this as we try to hit our shots here.
Round and round we go. 15 minutes.
Yeah, a pen based on memes. Yes. Yeah, no, I don't think that will work very well. The World at War pin. I'm trying to think of what's the equivalent of that. Isn't that Attack from Mars, Free Mars? I mean, you can pretty much do the prequel of Attack of the World and then get into Free Mars. Get into Attack on Mars. All right, I have a mirror shot lit. I'm gonna try to hit it here, so I get some millions. There we go.
The million is lit.
Williams Pinball on mobile is also Zen. Oh, I didn't know that, Vaughn. Okay. To be honest, I haven't bothered trying to do anything mobile with pinball because I fear that my head would explode or my eyes would just drop out of my sockets because it would be really difficult, if not impossible, to play pinball on my phone. I mean, I don't know what they would do. Are they going to move the screen up and down, or are they going to actually keep the full playfield on one screen? I guess that's what I'm thinking of. Because there's a series of Game Boy games, for instance, that move that screen up and down. So that's what I'm afraid of. Where they forced Lemming to jump off the cliff. Wait, what? Milo and Otis might be what you're talking about, but it wasn't Lemmings. It was a children's film shot in Japan that had some questionable animal cruelty things going on. Potentially, we don't know. We have no idea. It's not confirmed or denied. But if you look it up on IMDb, you look up on the trivia page, you'll know what I mean. All right.
Come back here.
Let's see here. Ooh, that was close.
For crazy steps.
Trying to get the crazy steps here. Well, I got that instead. The BBC World at War series is great. Not suitable for pin. Okay, I getcha. All right.
I am going to crush you.
Oh, almost had it. Dang it. Okay, good. Second try. There we go. Got it that time. The Williams apps has multiple camera views. Oh, okay, good. Some of them move and others stat. Okay, good. Thank you for that update on that, Foncraft. That makes me feel better about that. That was my first worry. Okay, good. Got that through. The exact camera angle. Oh, okay. That also works. Woo. Oh, got that shot. Nice. Oh, and Hot Dog Combat is now lit. Or is that... Oh, no, it's still lit. Okay. Ooh, crap. That was not the bounce I was expecting there. There we go. Hot Dog Combat. Doesn't have the same ring to it. When you think back to the original Mortal Kombat commercials that came out. Doesn't really have that ring. Alright. Oh, trying to get the mirror shot again.
Hey, shoot the jets.
Okay. I'm going to do that trick that Gary told me. Just hold this flipper down and do this. Ooh, another one. Nice. Ooh, another one too on top of that. Woohoo! Getting some good animation action here. Ooh, that was close.
Nice work.
Thank you. I appreciate the heads up. And the compliment there, Rudy. Your rare compliment, I might add. I don't think he's ever complimented me in 1.0, now that I think about it. Hi, Rudy, I mean.
You to do it again.
Oh. Oops. I'm trying to get the duck head shot now.
10 minutes.
Hi, Georgie.
Come back here.
Okay. Oh, man, so close. Okay. Catching up on chat. Let's see here. Actually, I think it was the exact same camera I set on FX3. Oh, okay, good, fun. Max minutes to progress the clock in Funhouse 2.0 is 20 with the ramp. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. I'll have to remember that. If you win the hot dog combat, does that mean you are the wiener? Round of applause, Moody. Ladies and gentlemen, Moody.
10 minutes.
You win hot dog combat by kicking them in the buns. Yes, exactly. Also a very good follow-up, Pirate Peanut. Yes. Oh no. Okay. I'm trying to get the evil clone shot here.
10 minutes.
But I'm okay with adding minutes. It doesn't hurt anything by doing that.
Come back here.
I'm seriously trying to do the shot. I promise, I promise, I promise. Okay, there we go. That works too. Alright, here we go. Ooh, nice. Okay, got that loop-de-loop there. Nice.
Oh, jackpot.
Got the jackpot on that. Okay. Oh, that was late. Oh, nuts. Nuts and cashews. And peanuts. And almonds. And macadamia nuts. Maybe. Okay, good. We're good with that. All right. Oh.
Hey, stop that.
That was an. Oh. I was thinking like if I hit that like fast enough, the flapper would have opened. I could have tried that, but wire on this thing. All right.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, we are on a roll. You're right, Moody. How many more hot dog jokes do you think we can jog in this run here?
Funhouse 2.0. Just when you thought it was safe to go out to the lobby to get a smack.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, for fart's sake, that sucked. Stupid launch. Went too hard on my plunger.
Higher Peanut says doesn't know if his jokes can catch up.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh.
Round we go.
Yeah, and like the rabbit hole here. So many possibilities after that one here. Should I muster up some more ideas with the hot dogs?
Moody.
What do
I
you
relish
think?
more hot dog jokes, but not all jokes can cut the mustard.
Ah, there you go. See, we're on this. You guys, this is a freaking like mountain, like a fountain. The cup overfloweth of ideas here.
Ooh, nice driving, Buster.
I know, right? Thank you. All right.
Ball one.
Ball one is locked.
Is this the best?
Ooh, it was one warning not to. Thank you for that.
Ball two, locked.
Mustard, don't be silly. Wait, what? Oh, if you said that in Chicago, they'd be like, what?
Oh no, I'm a full-on hot dog that has to have mustard guy.
Yeah, well, Chicago's like, dude, you don't put ketchup on a hot dog. It's
Nope.
sacrilege.
I don't put ketchup on hot dogs either.
They're like, don't mess about.
Ketchup only belongs on French fries.
Yeah. I have to agree. But
I don't
like
put them on
an
my burgers
occasional-
either.
I do like an occasional amount of mustard on a hot dog, but I find myself nowadays not really doing that as much now. I have to agree with Gary. I think hot dog I mean, hot dog can belong on fries, sure, but ketchup belongs on fries,
Yeah.
yes.
Hot dog fries. All
Hot
right,
dog
here we go.
fries, Why not?
Grind
Yep.
up your hot dogs, make them into little tiny hot dogs, and fry them.
Yeah. You mean like the Minnesota State Fair where they fry everything and put it on a stick? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Oh, he's referring to a quote by the Mad Hatter in an animated Disney film, Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you have childish inclinations, you're in the right place. So, us and our big love for animation. So.
Yeah. Ooh. Yay. Cool stuff are happening now. Oh my gosh. Come on.
I'm a big mustard fan. I like all kinds of like mustard, spicy mustards. But for me, hot dogs have to have plain old yellow mustard. Whoa. You almost got hosed by that.
No, dude, I did get hosed. What are you talking about? Fudge. Fudge. Fudge.
This is
Fudge.
one weird
Fudge.
dream. 10 minutes.
One weird dream.
That sucked. Yes.
Dare you to do it. Shoot the ramp for crazy steps.
Oh, come on. Oh, I hate that sound. That means I missed. Nope, not again. Nope. Can we say brick chicken? Everybody clap your hands. Brick chicken is about to start. There we go.
10 minutes.
English style hot mustard. That's the stuff with
Oh,
the.
yeah.
That's the stuff with the horseradish in it, right? I think that's English style mustard.
Yes. The English style is like, it's super, you know, like, not thick, but it's like granule. Is that what I'm trying to say? It's like gravelly.
Ground.
I don't know how to say it, but anyway.
Almost there. again.
Granular.
Yeah.
I think that's the word I was trying to say. I mean, that stuff's pretty good. I tend to like the spicy mustard a little bit better. I'm not a big fan of Dijon mustard. Not a big fan of spicy as like if we're talking super spicy mustard.
Oh yeah.
You know, shoot the mirror. Oh shit. Okay. Oops. Oh come on. Gar.
Blech.
God, I hate
That's
when
what
it does
happens
that.
when you miss your shot.
Well, it just went down the middle.
Yeah, I know.
Suppose I could have tried to shake it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I got yelled at for shaking the machine earlier tonight. I don't want to get in trouble again. Oh, I still got a Grand Champion.
Yeah.
Though. Somehow. What the hell? How did I get Grand Champion even though I was so close to like beating the game earlier?
Well, when we did new
That was
code,
weird.
the scores got reset.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Freaking drive-by shooting over here.
Exfoliate, yeah.
If you like a mustard, there's a mustard museum near Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Oh.
I heard that. Somebody else was mentioning that.
Yeah. All right, Gary. Here
All
we
right,
go.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, in the
Boing.
White House,
You shook the machine so hard it went over to my other monitor.
Yeah, yeah. Ed, that was
That's
the
why I
mo-
didn't want to do it.
That was the most violent Ed has ever moved a machine.
The weird thing was, I didn't like lift it. I don't even know what I did actually. I'm not even sure how I did that.
So you basically hit the coasters, and then it actually caused the machine to like lift and over, and it flipped all the coasters.
So when I shifted this
you went
way,
boom
yeah,
sideways, and it
and
actually
went like that.
flipped
so
all the coasters.
we're thinking about MythBusters physics, right? We were watching the episode where the boat. Apparently, there was a boat that ran into a post on the water.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know
the
what you call those.
bifurcated boat.
But yeah, but they theorized that it didn't hit its head on because all it would do is glance off the post. But if you do it at an angle with a boat,
The guy
like
was
that,
probably running really fast, didn't notice the post, tried to turn at the last minute, and then caused it thing. And there was no way he was only doing like 25 miles.
No,
an
yeah,
hour
well, he
either.
said so. It was a police report. So yeah, obviously you were drunk and
Yeah, it might have to
flying.
anchor the legs into
the
the concrete.
Yeah, we do have a concrete floor technically underneath the carpet. So you
Yeah.
have a good point there, Free Mars. Since we're in the basement. Yeah.
Mystery.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm an emotional player.
Oh,
when
come on.
Want to see
Trying
the
to
cool
hit the-
things happen.
There we go.
Oh no, the evil clones.
Yeah, I want to battle against Rudy because I don't know about you guys, but Rudy keeps me up at night sometimes. I want to show him who's boss every now and again. I don't know.
Shoot the Rudy for the jackpot. Yes, I'm trying.
I need to charge this up. I keep forgetting about this. I'm gonna bring them upstairs tonight.
Oh, charge what up? The headset?
No, these things here. Remember
Oh,
these name
yeah.
tags? Yeah, we had these cool little LCD name tag things that you could put your name and any custom message on here. We got them back at Chicago Pinball Convention. And
Chicago Expo.
Yeah, Expo. And we haven't charged them since, and that was a while ago too.
That was October.
That was October, yeah. November, December.
We haven't
January,
gone to
February,
any
March.
other like events where we
5
felt
months.
we needed to promote ourselves.
Yeah.
Choose the left gangway.
Man, I forgot that was October, yeah. Rudy for El Presidente.
No!
Yeah, I agree with Gary. No. No.
Outlane, Lawler, Outlane. Have a drink.
Yeah, I would not be talking to Rudy as a president candidate. If he said "Como está," I said "No bueno." That's the limit of my Spanish. Even though I've lived in California years and years, I never went into Spanish, which I kind of regret that, to be honest. But, oh well. Drink! That was a good reminder.
Mm-hmm.
6.
That sound kind of irritates me only because that's the sound of missing in this game when you hear that, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Gary?
Which sound?
That the weird like rubber band twang that thing.
I think it's just sound effects they use on
Oh.
certain
Whether or
objects.
not it connects. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
It's the trapdoor flap thing right there.
Flap.
And
Got it. And that's just when you curse. No, just kidding. That's just another target. Yeah, I get it. Why not endorse Rudy for president? Everybody gets wood. Oh Lord.
Oh
BK.
God.
Oh BK.
Oh.
If I had a grown emote right now.
That's like a Moody level joke there.
Yeah,
so
have
you guys are on.
graduated
You
to
two are
Moody
on the
level?
same wavelength.
Yeah. Are you guys going to the same
The School of Comedy. Yeah.
There, that's my that's the only emote I can compare that to. Moody says, "I heard that." I heard that. I think of like you can't do that on television when I hear someone say, "I heard that." I heard that. Or I can just have myself say, and be done with it.
Funhouse.
Yeah. I was hoping that they would say like that exact voice and say 2.0 or Rudy's Nightmare, but you got to do your own style, and that's kind of what they were trying to do with the new Rudy voice. Honestly, they didn't completely emulate Ed Wood, is what I'm saying, and I respect that. Reminds you of Barth the cook. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Moody. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's the exact quote. As I grew up loving that show, and I've always wanted to be on that show. And hey, look, I kind of made it work because I'm on Twitch now.
All right.
So here you go. Oh, Ed Boon, you're right. I'm sorry, BK, you're right. Not Ed Wood. They actually say Ed Wood out loud, probably.
Probably.
You're right. Thank you for clarifying. It is a very good movie, by the way. I highly recommend Ed Wood. It's Johnny Depp and a bunch of other folks and it's based off of the ultimate B-movie maker back in the 50s called Edward Wood. Yeah, funny character, funny guy.
Mystery. 10
yeah,
minutes.
Ed Boon, right? Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah.
All right. Melt the clones by hitting any of the things.
Shoot here and here and here and here.
Yeah.
If that was Arnold for Terminator 3, the pin.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Terminator
Shoot
3,
here and here.
I
they
love that.
They couldn't afford him to do all the call-outs, so he just said shoot here.
Shoot here
and here.
and here.
Yeah.
It just hit the repeat button on the synthesizer. I like the joke where it was like, it might have been from Futurama, where they were talking about like, this is so and so, and it's a voicemail by the way, and they like literally use the voicemail to make the actor appearance. Sorry. Anyway, not to be confused with Ed TV, which is Ron Howard's version of the Truman Show. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I never did actually watch that version. I just know that the
what?
The Truman Show is a better version than the Ed TV version. So Ed TV, Gary, was a movie that was pretty much the exact same movie as Truman Show. It starred Matthew McConaughey, and it was directed by Ron Howard. It evidently wasn't a very good movie.
I thought they were just talking about like you broadcasting your life just like Justin TV when Twitch first started.
Oh yeah.
Light extra.
Yeah, the beginnings of Twitch is actually kind of a fascinating story.
No!
Oh, it's actually a really good documentary.
Yeah, when it comes out of there, Rudy's, it just like hits that and then da-doom.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll see a Truman Show pinball anytime soon. Excuse me. Oh, you got the hammer.
I got the hammer. Hammer
Got the
time.
hammer. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Thank you. Gary knows how I think.
Yeah. All right, we're almost ready for the
hammer. Hammer. He's got the hammer.
There we go.
I
Haunted
still need to
roller
get
coaster. All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. This is just in. We got to watch this mode. Let's see if Gary can go past 3. Because that's my record best tonight. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like you were. I guess you weren't quick enough.
I hit both buttons by accident.
Oh, okay.
Because I made them a lot more sensitive, so I twitched and they both went off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we obviously are a lot more happier at this point with this mode. I think the adjustments, though, to be honest, Gary was saying earlier that for both buttons, for the mode to work, because usually it's the very first middle arrow that happens in that mode, and you have to make sure you hit both buttons simultaneously.
You do jump. Yeah, and if your leaf springs are slightly off, then they don't come on at the same time. And
sure, Moody. I was quoting MC Hammer's first album, actually. One of the tracks on MC Hammer's album is called "He's Got the Hammer," so I was quoting that. So yeah, sure, I've got hammer too. But then if I was, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. I'd be on the floor, asleep. Honest Trailers just did a Free Guy starring Ryan Reynolds, and it's surprisingly much like the Truman Show. Oh, really? But video game and themed. You know what we did see with Ryan Reynolds in it not too long ago? The heck was
that one show he directed.
Well, yeah, but the one with the kid and going back into time and this and that. That was a fun movie.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Almost.
You can't touch this. You're right, Free Mars. The pin nobody was expecting, Tom Hardy. I'm not even sure who Tom Hardy is. Do you mean Tom Hardy? Because Tom Hardy is the star of Venom. Ooh. Nice. There should be a cameo word up pin. There you go. Word up. The problem is it's such a one-note song. It would get really tiring after the first word up.
Almost.
God.
This is
Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Yeah. And then you just hear word up every now and again.
Yeah.
It would just be done. It would just be tired. It's a good thought, though.
No!
I can play it on bass. It's easy. It's so easy. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Can't touch it.
I don't know if Gary knows that song, though.
What?
Cameo's word up. Word up. Put your hands in the air. Dun, 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 dun. It's a big hit in the 90s. It's a very weird, quirky song. Tom Cardy, creator of the ever-popular HYCYBH. HYCYBH. Oh, Lord. How am I going to
unpack that acronym?
Yeah, I'm trying to, fake this.
It is not an acronym, guy, so just fair warning. Yeah.
I'm not even... Home... No. Let's see. Here, your... No, I'll stop right there. Google it. Okay. Google's my friend. You're right. All right. Is it one of those, like, unmentionable things that I can say on stream when I... Is that why I need to Google this? No. Oh, no, it's a song. Oh, okay. Got it. All right. I don't know if I can hear it, though. Oh, Lord. It's loud as hell. Hold on. All right. There we go. Oops. Skip ad. All right.
Duck hunt. There we go. Hit the ramps. All right.
I don't say it yet. You know, I'm a fan of this song, Hired Peanut. I'm going to listen to this later because I'm already liking it. I'm making a note. So I appreciate that. Thank you for that. It's not the same without the codpiece from Mars. Yeah. Got this. I'm going to shoot the ducks, shoot the rams.
Nope,
do all the
missed.
cool things.
Well, I'll let the million.
I'll be having another start. Yeah, I did that before too. I was just missed it. There's no grace period at all when you miss the mode. When it's done, that's it. I feel like some other game. I feel like I don't know if it's the Stern games that do that, but sometimes I feel like there's a tiny bit of grace. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Getaway from the 90s. That's what it is. Where you just miss like something, but that it still hits it when it's still in the middle of another mode or something like that. Yeah, but that's all right. I get it. If you start the mode, time to get quacking. Yeah, exactly, Moody. Gotta get quacking.
Back.
Did you guys remember that there was a? If you guys know of the snack food Goldfish, in the 90s there was a competitor called Quackers, and it was shaped like ducks. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Why do I remember this? I do not know. Oh no! That's our first tilt this evening, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, all those balls just coming out of everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. Partridge Farm remembers there was a documentary show, The Food That Built America, that talked about Partridge Farm in their last episode, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I'm ready to head on over. All right, we're going to switch gears, everybody. We're going to switch on over to the other camera. Meet you over there. Yep. All right. Wow, it has been quite the stream this evening. I mean, wow, some explosive excitement and some crazy. I mean, we had cheers, we had like crazy things happening.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy.
Most of the time it's when Ed touched the machine, but instead of bumps.
You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it was kind of fun to see some like weirdness happen with code and things. But yeah,
thanks everybody for coming by tonight. It's been a great fun evening. We'll be back Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, playing some more pinball.
Absolutely.
Not sure what yet. We typically don't decide till we get there or till that day.
Right.
Follow us on our social media, Wild Dog Arcade, on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to see some videos that we post on how-tos or things, check our YouTube page. Again, Wild Dog Arcade, and things like that.
Yes.
So,
and thank you flipping out. We appreciate the love.
Definitely.
And everyone else hanging out with you guys this evening. You guys, we really appreciate it. We're going to send you on over to Second Place Andy. Awesome person, and guest starring Johnny Dumonic will be there, and I think they're playing Monopoly right now. But,
if they're at Second Place's place, they're playing Monopoly.
There you go.
That's the only pin he's got at the moment. So,
and thank you, Moody, and everyone else. Again, thanks. We'll see you back here Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good. Oh Jesus! Oh
yeah! Simply go back in time about 20 years and have pocket change. Really crazy ride. You had a great stream. You had to do a fix. Boo Boo's on code. Okay, so we're expecting maybe code updates coming soon on that. Click the link above in the shout out. Make sure to give Wild Dog Arcade a follow. They are, I believe, the first people to stream Funhouse 2.0, which is a completely brand new code package for Funhouse Pin, a Lawler classic. So keeping the Lawler train rolling here.
Is that what you guys were playing? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Once they got it fixed up.
So
as far as we know,
in context, I haven't played this game since I was a teen, I don't think, because I remember it was another one that was at the ice rink, and it must have been brand new back then. And so Andy is showing me the ropes. I'm actually not asking the ropes. I'm trying to figure it out by myself, and doing a great job.
Yeah,
but anyway, welcome Wild Dog and friends. Always good to see you.
Well, thanks for bringing your pals here, Wild Dog Arcade. Appreciate you.
Oh, that's me, right?
Let's give Wild Dog that one.
Oh yeah,
for bringing everybody in.
I'm here.
Yeah. And now to break things down, right on. Wild Dog Arcade. If you haven't stepped off, do you want Wild Dog or Cooley or Ed and Gary?
Cooley would be fun.
If I can remember how to spell it.
I think it's. Oh, pop quiz. How do you spell it?
What's up, Moody Mystery?
I think it's
How's it going?
K-H-U-L-E.
What's that? WDA. Okay. Yeah. And you get another shout out. Nice. Awesome. Well, this is for you.
69. Oh, I did briefly.
And have fun breaking down your stream. Thanks again. Moody,
welcome, gang.
How are you doing, Moody?
Some more friends, check it out, this Monopoly. Oh, don't get me started. Dialed In is definitely in my top 5 favorite pinball machines. I'm gonna let Andy take the wheel on this because I'm just gonna straight up rant. No.
Oh, Moody Mystery, I appreciate the effort. Not in the network. Interesting. I think maybe either you're clearly here. Maybe I need to click the follow button on your page. I'll do that right now. What did you stream earlier, Moody? Okay, Atom the Bomb. What are the signatures? Well, one that is right out of the playbook of Monopoly is this Habitrail feed that drops the ball. And then it has the upper flipper that has multiple shots, some of which are visibly obscured. That's also present here. Then the other Lawler tropes is kind of the modes, which are your phone, like the apps, and you like play a certain number of apps to get to the wizard mode.
It's, yeah, and then theme-wise, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of, I don't know if...
Original theme? Yeah?
Yeah, original theme, yeah, big time. And it almost... The theme seems like... I don't know if you guys played SimCity or SimCity 2000 or something like that, where you build up these cities and then you can present these disasters and blow up your city. The theme on that is bonkers. And then you've got this secret smartphone that literally... It's like a little old iPhone physically built.
It looks like somebody fixing the game left their phone in the game.
Yes, big time. And so you're collecting and building apps as you play the pinball machine, and then you open an app and it blows up part of the city. It's absolutely berserk, and it is so much fun. But yeah, in terms of Lawlerisms, it's got the power. But in terms of design, I don't know which one of his games I would compare it to. If I had to quickly compare one, it's almost like if you flipped Twilight Zone upside down, maybe, or I don't. It's really hard to describe, but if